everything well enough.
The music is what makes it, though. I love the music. All right, so you guys went to the exhibit full of cursed items, where you encountered several things, like a cat that was supposedly cursed. Oh,
Certainly cursed. Burned down house.
And a small toy, which turned out to not be cursed. And then you guys came across a room with a painting in it of a cabin. And inside of the window of the cabin, there was a face staring out at you that only a few of you could see. Every time you guys looked back at the painting, something was different. Something had changed. In the last few moments of this odd viewing of this painting, a man bursts through the door. He's wearing a completely dark, black, almost black, kind of a dark gray cloak, and made eye contact with Griffin. They both swiftly looked away, like they had a shameful secret about each other. And he charged forward, slammed his hand into the painting, and there was a very large crash. Light was everywhere. Like it's not usually, but there was a big cacophonous explosion, and suddenly a man was standing there. He looked across the room at all of you, one by one, said he hoped to never see any of you again, and vanished with the man in the black cloak. You guys encountered several creatures, some spider-like creatures with human limbs and faces, and swiftly defeated them, almost killing each other at some points in the process.
I didn't, and I'm an expert shot, so that would never have happened.
Cut it out. Sorry, my dog is going nuts. Right now, of course. All right, so after this, this battle ensued. The dwarf, who you guys never asked the name of, popped his head in the room, asked you guys if you had seen the man, and promptly escorted you guys out of the room. On the way back to town, you guys came across the body of a small boy as he was being watched by his younger sister, who was completely shocked and unable to move. Griffin snatched her up and became McDreamier.
Yeah.
And the dwarf man kept escorting you guys off to the city of Rose Lake. Okay. So, see, it's just not the same without the music, but well. All right, so you guys are running back to Rose Lake right now. The dwarf is in front of you guys, just running straight ahead. As you guys stopped to pick up this kid, he didn't really stop. He kind of looked over his shoulder and then kind of looked back toward the town and waited momentarily before looking back at you guys and saying, "Ah, fuck it," and just kept running. You guys are still standing there with the girl. What do you want to do?
Can I have an aside with Onyx?
What's that?
Can I just talk to Onyx for a second?
Okay.
So, Onyx,
Yeah.
I feel like we have a lot in common. We kind of killed those spiders together and things like that. Could you do me a favor? You know that dwarf that rescued us? Could you ask him his name? I met him a while back, and I should have asked his name earlier, and I didn't, so it's kind of awkward now. No, wait until like somebody says their name, that's how I know that guy over there. His name is McDreamy. So I normally just wait to say his name. But if you could ask his name for me, I'd really appreciate it, and I'd owe you a favor. So,
All right.
well,
All right, I'll ask the dwarf his name.
All right, you're gonna have to catch up to him. He has taken off. So
I'll go after
is-
him.
Leander's
I'll go
going
out.
after him.
All
Yeah,
right.
me too.
He's about
I think
6
we all are.
ahead of you guys right now, still running. He is running in the direction that you guys know to be the direction of the inn.
And are we still seeing dead bodies?
You are. There are still dead bodies. Though right now, you guys are running through the field of flowers, so it's a kind of an odd place to find dead bodies, but every once in a while there's just a body in the flowers.
Okay.
So, as you guys catch up to him, he kind of is slowing down. He's a little winded. He's not used to this.
Mhm.
Just decided to finally catch up, huh?
So, I guess, we catch up to him, and he's, got his hands on his knees, and he's bent over, huffing and puffing real hard. And I kind of just, ask him, hey, what was your name again? I think I missed it earlier.
He kind of looks at you like surprised. His eyebrows go up. Right now is when you want my name?
Yes, please.
Leander's
Cavram.
looking skyward. Sorry.
My name is Cavram. What?
Yeah, like
Wait,
those-
this can wait until we're back in the inn. And he takes off running again.
Okay, well.
His name was Cavram.
Okay.
okay.
And he continues running toward the inn. Are you guys following?
Yes.
Follow.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, please.
And this is the same dwarf that busted in after the battle, right? Busted into
Yes.
the wall, right? Okay.
Yes, same guy. All right, so as you guys are approaching the inn, he's kind of leading you around the side of the inn, and as you look toward the front door of the inn, where you guys initially came and left from earlier, the huge rose that was once the centerpiece of the inn, the giant stone rose that was in there, now lies in the entranceway of the inn, completely blocking it. And he is around the side of the inn, kind of beckoning you guys to follow.
One more question. Should we be worried about these bodies getting up?
Are you asking it in character? Are you asking the dwarf?
Well, I guess I could ask in character, but how would he know? So, okay, I guess I just won't ask. Never mind. Okay, never mind. If they do get up, then I guess we'll deal with it.
All right. So he has stopped at the edge of the inn, at the corner, and he's peeking his head around. And as you guys come closer to him, he holds out his hand for you guys to stop, and he puts his finger over his mouth in a shushing gesture.
Okay.
And he pokes his head back around.
Bertram will turn to Talon and say, "Yeah, what's your name?"
Come again?
What is your name?
My name's Talon.
Well, Talon, I'm Bertram. My friends call me Buddy. I'm sure we'll be great friends. But right now, seeing as you have the look about you as a ranger, maybe you should poke your head around the corner first.
I can do that.
Good. Well, take your time. It's not like we're in a rush.
The dwarf turns back around. No need. Let's go. And he ducks around the corner.
I'm not fucking going anywhere. Who actually knows this man?
He seems pretty cool. I'm a good judge of character.
Oh, he seems cool, does he? A good mate. Have a drink with him. I've no idea who he is. He smashed through a wall.
How do we know you're a good judge of character? We've barely met.
I'm a terrible judge of character. Look who the fuck I'm hanging around with.
No, I meant him, not you.
Oh, well, no offense taken.
I'm around the corner already.
Leander's moving too.
I guess we're going then.
I guess that's the only choice.
Bedroom follows.
Yep, so is Griff.
All right.
Yep.
Yep. Onyx is
We're relieved, still follows. Just like,
All right. You guys start the long journey to get to the back of the inn, where there's
So
probably
much
a back
walking.
door. You are running.
Oh.
Yeah.
So much
But you remember how large this inn was, so it's taking you a while to get there. As you guys are running, you see there are 3 people ahead of you who are running this direction. And they look terrified.
Do I recognize them?
Let me see. You know what? I think you would recognize one of them. You recognize one of the men. There's 2 men and 1 woman. One of the men is a human, and the other 2 are both elves. And the human man that is running toward you guys, you recognize as the man who lost the drinking contest the night before.
Ah,
So as they are running toward you guys, looking completely terrified, they're waving their hands above their head, kind of like a don't run this way motion. And they are a good 3 buildings in front of you guys. They're not directly in front of the inn. So you would still have to pass the inn to get to where they are. I'd say they're about 300 feet from you guys. And the human man suddenly is snatched away. There is a burst of motion from the ground beneath him and a plume of dust, and you can hear him screaming, and he's gone.
Holy crap.
I swear to God,
And
if it's not spiders.
the other 2 glance over their shoulders, and the woman stops, and the man, you can kind of hear him quietly say, "Come on, we can't stop, we gotta go." And he pulls her along. And so she keeps running, and as you guys are looking, you can see there's a hole where the man was. As they keep running toward you guys, and they pass another alleyway, substance kind of shoots out from the alleyway, hits the guy on the shoulder, and pulls him backward into the alley. And as he starts screaming, the woman turns back. "Arid, no!" And she's just staring into the alleyway, like, panicked. And as she looks back in your direction. How? And as she makes eye contact with you, Griffin, her eyebrow furrows, and she darts in your direction.
I turned to Bertram, and you wanted me to go first.
I still want you to go first. I'm not fucking going down there.
Is it all because I'm an elf?
No,
Half
it's
elf.
not because you're an elf. It's because you're a very scary individual.
I'm scary? I didn't know it was scary.
Oh, you look terrifying. I'm sure they'll be very scared of you. Go on.
Well, we can't all be like McDreamy over there.
I know. What a beauty.
I'm just looking around.
And what time of day is it?
It is midday. It's around noon.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it is broad daylight. As you guys reach the corner of the inn where you're going to turn to go toward the back of the inn, Kavram doesn't stop. He just turns the corner and keeps going. And the woman is still running toward you guys. She is getting really close. She's about 20 feet away.
I'm going to make eye contact and then turn the corner and see if I can make her follow.
Okay. She
Instead of
follows.
staying there.
She follows.
The alley,
What about the rest of you? What are you guys doing?
the alley, the big
Follow,
alley guy.
McDreamy.
I'm
We'll stick with him.
The alley, the other guy disappeared behind. Is that Near us?
What's up?
The alley that the other guy disappeared behind?
It is about 40 feet away from you.
I'm going to go and peek around that. I'm going to...
Okay.
I'll go.
What
with
is your
him.
passive perception? What are both of your passive perceptions? 9. Okay. And what about Budrum?
Oh, terrible. Let's go have a look.
Let's make 3s a crowd. I'll go with them.
13.
All right. Budrum,
Right,
about
I'm-
20 feet.
Oops.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna wait till these three go and look, and they can tell us whether it's whether anything's stinky or not.
All right. We have
A couple things.
It's okay,
For-
everybody. We'll go into death first.
Are we still level 1 at this point?
You guys are effectively right now level 1. Pretty soon,
Okay.
you'll hit level 2
Alright.
essentially.
Leander's gonna go with the others and investigate and let off
Okay.
danger. That's not right.
Oh,
So
I
who is
thought-
staying at the inn? Who is running toward the inn besides Griffin?
I was gonna go check out that hole.
Okay. That's a little
So I
bit
guess we're
further
all
away.
go-
Oh, okay.
The hole is 60 feet away. The alleyway is 40 feet away. And the door to the inn, after you guys have turned that corner, is only about 10 feet away.
All right, I guess I'll go to the inn.
Okay.
Do you
So-
need all of our passive perceptions?
Nope.
Oh,
Well, yes. Go ahead. What is Talon's?
mine's 14.
Okay. What is Leandra's?
18.
Whoa.
Jeez.
She's got
Very human. They got
Like
you.
5 eyes.
All right.
5
Leandra,
eyes.
you notice first as you are about 10 feet toward this alleyway that was about 40 feet away. The man's screams stop abruptly.
She cocks her head, and then she looks to the others. I can't hear him anymore.
That's never good.
Budrum's running back towards the inn.
Leave it to the dwarf to run away.
In that general direction of the alleyway, you hear,
I don't know about anybody else, but that sounds like spiders. Or the spider sound. Oh.
That was... Leander... Hurt a little
In
bit.
the alleyway.
a shadow starts to appear around the at the edge of the alleyway. You can see it's moving in your direction.
Oh.
I'll bear you guys. Don't worry.
What shape of the shadow is it?
What's that?
What shape of shadow? Like, is it like an insecty shadow or like...
Yep. It looks like the spidery creatures.
Uh-oh.
Ah. I think I'm in for now, because I'm pretty damaged.
Yeah. I think I'm going to head back to the inn.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
You guys, okay.
I'm gonna...
I thought you guys were checking out the alley.
We were. We checked
Well,
it out, and it's not good.
you see, that poor bastard's already gone, so...
Right. I
Or he has
can't
nothing to scream about. He could be fine now.
As you guys reach the door of the inn, Kavram is standing there, kind of motioning you in. Hurry up! Hurry up!
Yeah.
Is everybody coming in?
Get the
Yeah.
fuck out of the way! Budrum runs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting up here, but I'm...
All right. Okay, Jim, I caved. I sent you the song on a...
Okay, do you want me to stream it through?
If you would, please.
Sure, just give me 1 second.
he's like, I need my music.
It makes it, it's so important. I'll have it fixed up for the next.
Song.
Yeah, I sent it to the Knights of the Braille email.
Yeah. Okay, sweet.
If you guys hear random voices from me, I'm still working on the whole idea of character voices for Talon.
That's totally
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, mine
So
are always
I'm
different too.
not sure what I'm going to go with yet.
Mine's never the same.
How's
God, I
that?
feel so bad then.
Nice.
Is that too loud?
A little
Just a tad.
active. Yeah.
Just a tad. Not when I lower it, just a little bit.
Out there?
No, I can't even hear it. Can
Yeah,
you
no.
Yeah, it's
A little bit louder, please.
There it
you
goes.
go.
There
There
we
we
go.
go.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. We still good? Yep. Okay. So as you guys all charge into the inn, immediately around you guys, you see these. They're very small bodies. They're the size of children, but as you look at them, the creatures are really odd. They have like a lizard-like body and mole-like arms and claws. They're very long claws. And teeth that are fang-like, almost like a bat. And there are a bunch of them just laying around the inn.
Are they alive?
They are not. Well, at least they don't seem to be alive.
What the hell?
Bedroom's
Talon
gonna...
looks at the.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I look at the bodies and I'm like, I've never seen these monsters before.
You guys are currently still in the, if there's a hallway that leads to the back room, or to the back entrance, you guys are still in that hallway.
Bedroom runs into the bar and starts flipping tables to make cover in the corner.
As you run through into the bar, make a dex check for me.
Oh no. Hold on. Siri, roll a d20.
Okay.
1.
All right.
That dwarven agility.
Here we go.
Good job, Bedroom.
Roll 1d6.
You got 5.
5 damage.
Okay. 5 damage as 5 damage as a giant kitchen cleaver comes into your arm.
Fuck.
I just healed you.
Get down, you son of a bitch!
Who the fuck was that?
Oh, I'm so sorry. And she, there's a woman standing in front of you, who you might recognize as one of the women who was sitting with Leandra the night before.
Yes.
Leandra, as you come around the corner, you see Maggie, who it looks absolutely just filthy. She's
Maggie! And she'll run toward Maggie and her bloody cleaver.
all right. You see Maggie is flecked in blood and sweat, and her hair is tied back, and she's got this no-nonsense look on her, but she is apologetic to the bedroom. I'm so sorry, these things, they're just everywhere.
It's okay, I have that effect on women.
From behind the bar you hear, Maggie, is it okay? And Jami's head pops up. She looks prissy and clean and just fine.
Griff is gonna walk in there and look at Maggie and just say, nice on me, let me help you out. And he's gonna use prestidigitation to just kind of fix her appearance, if you will.
Oh, nice.
Clean her up a bit.
As you reach your hand out to cast this spell, the woman who was in the alleyway bolts forward and almost knocks you over, grabbing the child out of your hands. What did you do to her?
Turn and just look at her and say, we saved her.
Why is she glowing like that? And as you look at the young girl, she's pulsing in the bright yellow light.
That wasn't me, I don't know.
A moment later, everybody make a constitution check for me.
Oh boy.
Is this a save or a general check?
Sorry, a save.
Save.
Yeah. My bad.
Woo! Natural 20 for me. Let's
Wow.
Siri, roll a d20.
13.
Alexa, roll 1d20.
Griff got a 19.
Nice.
I've got a 9 plus 5.
Ooh. Holy
16.
9.
Alexa, roll 1d20. I got an 8.
Okay.
Oh, not the lowest.
All right. Everybody below an 18, you are suddenly knocked out.
I'm out.
Oh, an 18, you said?
And they're unconscious?
Wow.
As a very bright light forces its way out of this young girl, and a wave crashes over all of you. And as this wave hits Rowan, it doesn't affect her. It kind of gets sucked into her. A moment later, Rowan, your eyes start to grow a bright yellow. And let's see.
I'm going to turn to that lady and point at Rowan and say, I think you should maybe ask her about it.
Me.
You're glowing as well. I've never glowed like that.
All right, Rowan. So I'm constructing a wild magic table for you.
Oh, cool.
So I'm working on it still, but for now, you have actually provided a good benefit for everybody here. As your eyes start to glow, you start to float up into the air. Your feet are inches off the ground, and the light starts to pour out of your mouth and your nostrils and your ears and just everywhere. And
I'm gonna back up,
okay,
back away.
Yeah.
I do the same.
as Rowan lets out a primal scream, she falls to the ground unconscious, as everybody else feels invigorated.
Oh, boy.
But I thought you said we were all knocked out.
You are.
Oh,
Everybody who's awake feels invigorated.
What'd you say? Was everybody below 8 that was knocked out?
18.
Oh, 18. Shit, I'm knocked out then. Never mind. Forget everything I said. I thought you said 8 for some reason.
Maggie goes around to everybody. She is first going to Leandra, of course. And she checks the vital signs, and she's kind of looking in Rowan's direction like, what the fuck was that? And looks back at Leandra, and pretty quickly, you guys all start to wake up. Leandra, you're first. As your eyes open and Maggie is standing over you.
Leandra opens her eyes and looks up at Maggie. What the fuck happened?
I don't know. There's glowing children everywhere.
Ah. She'll sit up. How?
Your wounds are all healed. Your effectively, mechanically, for all of you, everybody's health is back up to full health. You all have, if you had spells, you have spell slots.
Sweet.
And everybody has 1d4 that they can add to an attack roll.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Nice.
So, take note of that. Because I won't remember.
I can have a note here.
To Maggie, yeah, to have her. She's actually feeling fine. She's like, I feel better.
Rowan, you're last to wake up. And as you wake up, you feel just as invigorated as everybody else. But something is different. You can feel this energy coursing through you and around you. That wasn't there before. That's As the woman is cradling her daughter, is just now starting to wake up again. Just panicked and distraught. Ellie, are you okay? Are you okay, Ellie? I can't lose you too. She looks up at all of you. She kind of scans the room. You all found her?
I gotta take care of something. I'll be right back.
Okay. Was her brother with her?
Griff will kind of like look down at his feet for a second, then look back up and just kind of quietly say, he didn't make it.
She blinks at you.
I'm sorry.
And she just bursts into sobs and hugs her daughter closer.
Didn't we bury him last?
Budrum
We just
performed
Oh yeah,
funeral
that's right.
rites, but didn't bury him. You guys didn't stop long enough to bury.
Okay.
We were running.
Maggie says, I'm so glad you all made it. These things are everywhere.
To the bodies. What happened?
Sorry, what
Weird
was that?
bodies. Leandra looks to the weird bodies on the floor and asks what happened.
I don't know, they started coming in from everywhere. That you can see that there are these holes in the ground. She said they started coming through the floor.
Huh. And they attacked you?
Yes, they completely, they took people into the holes and you could hear screaming and then that was it.
She looks around pointedly. Where's Janelle?
She's back, follow me. And she walks toward a door that's behind the bar.
Okay, and she'll follow.
As you guys enter, oh, go ahead.
Well, that was going on. I would like to look at the bodies of the monsters, see if there's any like signs of them being stuck together. Like they're a mishmash of different animals. So I'd like to see if there's any like stitching or any signs of where they've been magically put together or something like that.
You can see that. You can see clearly that these body parts did not form this way. Really hodgepodge together, and they look different on each animal that you see.
Give me 1 sec, you guys. I gotta take a dog out. I'll be back.
Okay.
I'd like to take a sample.
Okay, I don't know what that means.
I don't know, like a piece. Cut off a bit where like scales become skin or whatever.
Okay. Easy enough. Yeah, you're gonna cut off a pretty big chunk because you're not exactly proficient in harvesting this kind of stuff.
Nope.
So you're just gonna take a big strip of flesh, essentially.
And then I'll follow whatever.
So Leandra,
Yep.
as you open the door, I can't remember her name. The
Janelle.
last Janelle.
Uh-huh.
She is in there tending to the wounds of a man who just doesn't look good. He's got a huge gash in his throat, and
Oh my gosh.
she is trying to bandage him up as best she can.
Okay. And she will kneel beside him. What happened? He fought for you?
He was here, and I don't know. It was so fast. It all happened so fast. Cavram will enter the room as well. And as he looks at he says, watch out. And he kind of tries to perform some magic on this man. And the wound stitches itself shut and immediately opens up again.
What the heck?
He tries again. And it stitches itself shut and opens up again.
I would like to use a use of the healer's kit to try and close it up.
Okay. As you start to patch him up with this like gauze and bandages around his neck, you can kind of see his eyes are starting to gloss over, and his breath is getting more and more shallow. He holds out a piece of paper, and he's kind of holding it out in Cavram's direction, but Cavram's not fully paying attention.
Leander will take it.
Okay.
Take a look at it.
Okay. As you open it up, it looks like it's a warrant for an arrest. And it says, essentially what it says is searching for Lore Eel and Talon Moonglow.
Oh shit.
Return to Eldrin. And for Lore Eel, it says 5,000 gold pieces. For Talon, it says 4,000 gold pieces.
Can I do an aside while this is going on?
Yep.
I'm gonna go up to Onyx and tap him. Hello, what's your name? Pokes him again. You, what's your name?
Onyx.
Onyx, a lovely name. Well, Onyx, Talon. Budrum waves over to Talon to come over.
Talon comes over.
How about you two go up to the top floor and see if you can get a good lay of the city, town, if there's a good viewpoint up there.
Okay.
Alright. Talon heads up.
I'll keep watch at the door.
Okay. And I'll hit up.
Okay.
So
Let's see.
So Onyx wouldn't have known what was going on in that other room, right? Because
Nope.
he-
No.
Okay.
You're up there alone with Talon now, mate.
I don't know why that's...
Talon is a wanted man.
I don't even...
Yet only one person knows it right now.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Let's hope that Talon doesn't realize she knows it. He might kill her.
Well, Talon doesn't even know, so... it's news to me.
Does Leandra share the information?
Well, she just got the information. Other people were doing things. So who's near Leandra right now?
Right now, Tom is in the same room as you, and so is Cavram. I don't think anybody else is.
No, Grip is still out by that lady with her daughter. He like went and got some water or something, and just kind of like awkwardly setting it down, kind of just trying to not be visible, standing off to the side.
In sort of shocked tones, she will read the letter aloud.
Okay.
The warrant aloud.
How does Tom react?
Tom looks at Cavern and sees how Cavern reacts.
Cavram says, "Does it matter right now? I don't know about you, but I'm not running off to find any guards right now. It seems like they're all dead."
Oh, I don't intend to find the guards. I just think you should be wary of this person, that's all.
Well, as soon as I find them, then I will be.
Yep.
Do we add the extra D4 to our hit or our damage?
You will add that to your attack roll, so it'll be to your hit
The roll to
modifier.
hit. Okay.
If you choose to use it, you can use it whenever.
Okay.
Nice.
So, upstairs, Onyx and Talon, as you guys reach the top floor, from the far to the room all the way down, you hear, "What do you mean? You can see them? I don't want to go out there."
Well, I guess Onyx would walk slowly, cautiously towards the door and kind of listen. see, what else is being said.
Gobi, it's very important. You're the only one with armor right now. Yeah, but going up there is a suicide mission. I don't want to go by myself.
So I guess he would then kind of knock on the door gently and say, "Hello." It's okay.
Who's there?
You guys.
That sounds like Gobi.
Who's looking?
It's Onyx and Talon.
Who?
Onyx and Talon. We met last night at the bar.
I don't remember you. Go away. Don't tell them to go. She opens the door, and in front of you stands Mary, the barmaid, and Gobi. And Gobi is standing in heavy armor. He's a short gnome, just clad in heavy armor. And he's got
looks
this
at
morning
Gobi and
star in
shakes
one
his
hand.
head.
What? Tough guy?
Oh, nothing at all.
I guess I would ask, what did you guys see, or what happened?
Come and see for yourself. And he gestures toward the window.
Talon walks over to the window.
I'm gonna cut down to the bottom floor real quick. Let's see. Have Budrum and Griff standing in the main area,
Yep.
and Rowan as well. So, one more time, guys. What's your passive perception?
13.
Oops. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm going 11.
Okay.
I have 13, but I don't know. Do I get to add my expertise with my perception for that? Because if I do, then it would be a +2 for that. But I don't know how that works.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. You broke up a little bit on my end.
My perception is one of the two things I chose to have my expertise with. So does that count for your passive perception too, or
Yes.
not?
It
Okay,
does.
then mine would be 15 rather than 13.
Okay. Oh, 15.
So +2
Okay.
for that. And I
Rowan.
will not change that on my sheet.
Rowan, you're the only one to see this. Outside of the window closest to you, you see 2 sets of feet, and then 2 torsos. And then you see the head of the man who was in the painting, and another man who have just dropped down from an upper floor of this inn. And the man who was in the painting turns and looks at you. And he kind of sneers. And he is there one moment and then gone. The other man is also gone.
Right. That's this stuff
Back.
isn't.
Back upstairs, Talon and Onyx, as you guys look out the window, you guys are kind of looking more straight ahead, and you can see there are these creatures kind of crawling through the streets, these lizard creatures. And they kind of move, they dart around, they move quickly, and they keep their nose to the air. And some of them are digging down into these burrows in the ground. Also see a couple of those spider creatures crawling through the city. And you don't see any people.
Okay, so well, I guess my question would be like, or I would ask Talon, do you think they can see us up here?
I don't know, but I think I would get away from the window.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Because with my luck, they'd probably fly.
Right.
So the Talon kind of moves back from the window.
You guys are moving away from the window, and you kind of look down to see if there are any creatures near the inn. You do see this man staring into the inn for a moment. And you see him wave his hand, and suddenly he's gone, and the other man who's standing next to him is gone.
What kind of magic is that?
Well, I guess, were those the same men that were at the exhibit?
I was gonna. Was that the same man in the painting? Or I guess we weren't supposed to have seen that.
No, you guys saw it.
Oh, is it the same? Okay.
Yep, you guys can clearly see that it's the same man from the painting and the man who came in, who was
I
wearing
say
the
to
dark
Onyx-
cloak.
I say to Onyx, that was the man from the painting.
Yeah, I think you're right. And then I would say something like, be cautious. We know what happened last time he disappeared.
Spiders.
What are you guys talking about?
We've had a long day.
Very long.
He rolls his eyes at you. How's everybody doing down there? He kind of points out the door toward like the main area of the inn.
The rest of
Everybody in our group's okay.
We heard a lot of screaming and then we barricaded ourselves in here.
there were some monsters that attacked the bar, but they've been taken care of, and there are a couple of wounded, but I think they're getting help right now.
Did those lizard people come in the bar?
I don't know, I just heard screaming and we came in here.
Oh, so you didn't see anything.
Oh. I heard a lot of noise over next door, though.
What's next door?
Another room.
Oh.
So I guess I would look at him and ask...
Should we check the room
check
out?
it out? Yeah. I guess we both say that at the same time.
Yeah, I guess so. We both kind of look at the room. Shall we?
He hoists his morning star on his shoulder. Don't worry, I got your back.
Okay, let's go.
Which one of us is taking the lead, going first?
I'll take the lead.
Fine by me.
Alright. As you go to open the door, it's cracked open. It's not locked.
I guess I would
Not a good sign.
kind of nudge it open with my boot.
Alright. This is a very large room. It's the same room that Leandra was staying in the night before. So there is these silk and lace blankets and tapestry everywhere. And in the middle of the room, there's a man hanging from a noose. And an open window.
Alright, I guess I would go... Can I go and check and see if he's... Probably not alive, but I guess I would go and check and see if he's still alive.
Okay. As you start walking closer, he says, "Hello? Can you help me?"
I guess I would grab one of my daggers and rush over and cut the rope. Or cut the noose.
As you reach up to cut the noose, he says, "No, don't do that, no!" As you take a closer look, this is the man from the cursed exhibit.
Oh, it's the host.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Could you just tell me? Get down.
So...
He kind of waves his legs around. I'm kind of stuck here.
So... Why can't
we cut the rope?
Yeah.
Because it's a cursed item, and it's actually working.
You mean one of your cursed items actually work?
Yeah. Anybody who tries to hang themselves with this rope can't do it. It's cursed.
How are we supposed to help you to get down there? From there?
I mean, hoist me down.
Talon goes over and tries to hoist him down.
Okay. Easy enough.
I guess he goes over and lifts him, and then I try to untie the rope or something. I don't know.
Okay. As you guys work together to pull him down, he kind of just looks at you guys. Okay, thanks. That one actually works. Can you believe it?
Honestly, no.
I guess
Yeah.
I would say that's
But
an
after the day
interesting
we've had, nothing surprises me.
The man put me up there.
What man?
You know, the man.
The tall man from
The tall
from the
man
painting?
with the paperweight
Oh,
skin
the-
and the long fingers.
Oh. Yeah, we just seen him outside the window.
And he disappeared into thin air.
Out of that window, he points to the window in the room.
Out of the window next door.
Yeah. Right
yeah,
here.
out of that window.
He was pissed.
Did he say anything?
Yeah, he said, "Where did you get my painting?" And I told him. And then he said, "I have no more use for you." And then he hugged me. But he didn't know. It was cursed.
Have you ever seen him before?
Not outside of the painting.
I turned to Onyx. What do you think?
I would say to what's his name? The host. I would say to the host, when was the other guy with him too? The one that punched the paint?
Yeah.
Did he say anything?
No, he was just quiet.
So they must be working together.
Yeah, definitely.
He had a ring. He kept looking at this ring he had. The man in the dark cloak, not the tall one. He
I
was
wonder
just
if the ring's
enamored with
where he
that
gets his
ring. I
magic.
bet it's cursed.
Is everything in your mind cursed?
Well, based on the day we've had.
Very true.
I guess I would kind of hesitate. I guess I wouldn't go over to the window since it's open. You said it was like broken, right?
It's open. Yep.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't go over there because I guess we wouldn't want to attract anything. So I guess I would take the guy out of the room.
Alright. You guys gonna head back downstairs?
Yeah,
Okay.
and the gnome and Maggie are with us too, right?
Mary. Maggie
Okay.
is downstairs with everybody else.
Sorry, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. So as you guys rejoin everybody downstairs with this new man that everybody knows, but nobody knows the name of.
Just like the dwarf from
Just like the dwarf.
Oh, I should have asked him. I forgot.
So let's go back to Leandra and Tom. This man has now died. There was no saving him.
You want to just join the others?
Sorry, I think I was on mute. Leander will kneel beside him first and say a few words of a cleric. Still offer some sort of farewell for him.
The cleric who is with you will also kneel and begin performing funeral rites.
Once that's done, and I know it seems ghoulish, but these are hard, we will then search the body. It's not for treasure, even though, I mean, it's to sort of shed some light on the pit.
Alright.
Anything else?
As you are looking, you don't find much. You find a symbol that you don't recognize. It's stamped into a coin. And it looks like a 7-pointed star with an eye in the center of it.
Take the coin and put it with the paper.
Okay.
I would like to inspect the wound on his neck and see if there's anything unnatural about it. Besides
Alright.
the fact that it was closing.
As
Yeah.
as you undo the bandages that you put on, you can see that the area where his flesh was cut open along the edges, instead of remaining a pink color, they have turned black, almost like they were singed.
I quietly kind of leave the room.
All right.
Leandra will follow to join the others, and she'll encourage Nell to do the same.
Okay. As you guys exit this back room and join everybody in the main area, Gopi will look around at everybody. What's next?
A cavern. I know cavern's your name now.
Yeah,
where
like you
are
asked.
you going to take us?
What's that?
Where were you going to take us?
Well, the next place, I feel like we should go to the temple.
Before
If
we
there's-
do... Go ahead.
If there's anywhere that's safe in this hellscape, it's gonna be the temple. That's where all the clerics were. And the woman who was running toward you guys speaks up. No, it's not safe. It was for a short time, but it's not. And he kind of looks at her. What happened? I don't know. These spider-like creatures. They just invaded. They started killing everybody. And some people ran. There's a corridor that led downstairs, and some people went that way, but they blocked it. We couldn't get past, so we had to leave. And now they're all dead.
What did they block it with?
I don't know. They barred the door from the other side. I'm not sure. There are people there, but I don't know. Unless you're up for a fight, I don't know how you're gonna get to them.
Sorry, this was the temple door that they barred.
Yep. It is a door inside of the temple. It leads to a corridor.
Are there
Before we
people alive?
do questions,
What was that?
Are there people alive in there?
The woman looks at you. There were. I don't know if they still are.
Do we know where the temple is in relation to the tavern we're in?
Kavram knows, and Budrum you would have known by now.
Yeah.
And so
it-
would Talon.
Is it further into the sort of town, or is it on the outskirts?
It is further into the town. You'll have to pass through the main square and make your way to the northeast.
before we go, any questions?
What was that?
Is that okay?
What did you say?
You hear me at all?
Yep.
I can. It's just I think it's probably my internet. It's kind of cracking up a little bit.
Okay. Leander, she will look at Griff, and she says, "McDreamy, you seem to know. You seem to know the guy. Or did I read that wrong?"
He looked familiar. I mean, but when someone steps in a room full of people, you look at someone. I don't know why he looked at me first, but I can't explain what happened today.
Okay.
Griffin,
Yes?
make a deception check
Okay. Roll a d20.
against everybody's.
That
No,
was
just Leandra. Just Leandra's. Make a charisma save, or other way around. I think. Wait, let me
Let's see here.
I think Vander would make an insight, which is a wisdom check.
Yes, I think you're right.
Right.
16. Yeah, 16.
Okay.
19.
What was that?
19.
19? Alright.
Yes. Shit.
So, Leandra, as you're looking at Griffin, you can see he's not telling you the whole story. Griffin, in your head, you hear, yes, go ahead. Keep doing it. Keep lying.
Leandra sighs. That's not...
I have met him. On the way here, we traveled together for a bit. I have no idea what that ring does. Who that man in the picture was. I wish I had an answer for you.
She frowns. Tinted. Basically, her expression probably says, you lie to me once, you'll probably do it again.
Alright.
And then she looks around and she says, we're talking about going to the temple, and I don't know who would, but if we are, I'd like... Well, I'm fighting beside... I'm Leandra.
I'm Budrum. Call me Buddy.
Buddy.
Aye.
Excuse me. I'm Talon.
She will give Talon a long look.
Kavram does as well.
See, that's why I did that, you were dead.
And
Oh, that's the guy from the note.
I look very confused.
She... the note and show it to Talon.
Talon, sure enough, you see you're a wanted man.
What the hell?
Do you know anything about this? And she looked at the games that Griff played.
I have no idea what this is about.
I was hoping you did. It is.
No.
If it's any consolation for him, then you...
Yeah, at least that's something.
Perhaps someone could explain what is going on here.
Apparently, I'm a wanted man, and I have no idea why.
How much are you wanted for?
4,000. Don't get any ideas, I'll shoot you in the eye.
Fair enough.
Buddy.
Nice.
I like you.
And
Also, is anyone else feeling a bit weird? Because I'm feeling strange, but I don't know if it's just me or anyone else. Also, are her eyes still glowing? Because she probably
They're
doesn't
not.
know, because, you know, she obviously can't see. I was going to say,
They are
that
not
would be weird.
Now that you mention it, I do feel kind of energized.
Aye. Can I ask, Eric, what temple is it for a specific deity?
It is not. It is a... Budrum would know, actually. This is a collection a temple that is a collection of altars for all the different deities.
Okay.
So Rose Lake's a pretty small town, and rather than having multiple temples, they just have one that kind of has one-stop shop for all of the deities.
Okay. Alright, you heard the lady. What are your names?
I'm Tom. Sometimes people call me Fish because that's kind of what I used to do.
And on it,
Well, oops, sorry, go ahead.
go ahead. It's great.
I was just gonna say, I'm Ruin. I thought I might have introduced myself yesterday, but maybe I forgot. With all this
No.
craziness.
And so Onyx will walk up and see the paper that Talon is looking at, and then kind of look down at it, and then look up at everyone else and say, I have no clue who that is. And then, tell everyone, my name is Onyx.
Griff is gonna walk over, like across the room, and ask to look at the note really quick.
Okay.
Is it like handwritten, like somebody just jotted it down, or does it look like it's kind of some kind
It
of
looks official.
Okay.
And Leandro will also the coin with the 7-pointed star on it,
Okay.
and see if anybody recognizes that.
Budrum, for reasons, you recognize the coin as part of a criminal group.
Yep.
Can't quite place the name right now, but you do recognize it.
Okay.
Does it have any historical significance? The symbol on it?
It has... I don't think you'd be able to recognize it, Tom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Griff will give the note back and then just gotta turn to the room and say, my name's Griffin Blackwell. I would say it's nice to be here, but, it's been a weird day.
You'd be laughing again.
In your head, Griffin. Why would you give them your real name, darling? Come on.
So would I know, if I could mentally respond?
You can try to mentally respond if you'd like.
Okay. Then I would just think, you owe me answers. You brought me here, and look what's happened outside of this building.
Me? What have I done?
That's what I want to know.
I'm just
O'Malley comes walking in the room with that ring, and this happens?
I had no idea.
And he's just gonna stand there, quietly.
Okay. Alright.
Can you insight check a voice in your head? I don't know if that's a thing.
Not right now.
I figured. It was worth a shot.
Yeah.
Someone outside your head? Dang. But since I can't hear that voice...
Alright. I believe everybody has introduced themselves? I think so.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright. So, Cavram kind of hoists up this, his hammer that he found. Looks kind of broken, but He says, it'll do. Are we going?
I'd like to. Strange number day.
Right.
All for one and one for Gobi!
Oh yes, we have our savior, Gobi.
Oh great, we got Gubby Shite back with us.
Look at the snazzy
Sandra will
armor,
reach over and
buddy.
knock on the... Who got me?
He says, you bet your ass I'm coming. And then Mary kind of puts her hand on his shoulder. He'll stay back and protect the inn with me and the other girls.
Does Gobi actually have a weapon or just the armor?
He has a morning star.
Oh, that's right, you did say that.
As everybody's getting ready to go, Griff is just gonna sort of step off toward the side of the room and pull out like a piece of parchment or something and jot down a little note and stick it in his pocket for now.
Okay.
Leandro will pull aside for a minute before we go.
Okay.
Asking them to stay with Mary and Gubby.
Can do.
And she'll praise Maggie and Janelle, both of whom were...
And Jami says, hey, I did my part.
You do it, you look pristine.
Yes, that's my part.
I know.
I'm here from around.
Stay safe. That's all your parts, okay?
Will do. You too. Don't go getting killed.
Try not to.
And Jami kind of leads in for a hug, and as she's hugging you, she says, "You're my paycheck after all."
You too. She'll hug the others before she goes.
What's that?
She'll hug the others before she goes as well.
Okay. And everybody gives you a hug back as well.
Does the note just have my name on it, or is there like a crude picture of me?
There's your name. There's a rough description of what you looked like last.
Okay.
And that's about it. Alright.
Is it the same with Lar Eel?
Yes, it is. A rough description of what you looked like last. Alright.
Okay.
I'm sending you another thing of music here.
Nice.
Okay, cool. Alright, are we all ready to go?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Alright.
Cue epic music.
Nice.
We are going to play this out in a little bit of a different way. Budrum and you both know the way to go. And Caverns, I'm gonna hold up the back. You take point.
As Budrum is walking with Talon, can you speak to him briefly?
Yep.
So there, Talon, you don't strike me as a bad man.
No, my whole thing is to avoid trouble at all costs except for protecting people from the evils of the world. I definitely didn't get myself in some kind of situation where I'd be a one-and-done.
and protecting those innocent people wouldn't have rubbed anyone the wrong way.
Not that I know of, but you never can tell.
You probably didn't tell. Bedroom continues walking.
Leandro will follow in alongside Griff if he can.
Okay.
So Griffin, the girls are besotted with you.
He just kind of gives a sort of a sideways smirk, and a little shrug.
Don't hurt them. You hear me?
He gets a little bit serious actually, and he says, "I don't mean to hurt anyone." And then he's gonna try to discreetly pass that note that he wrote to her, and then
Okay.
kind of walk on.
Okay.
Does Leandra read it?
Yeah.
Okay. What is it?
So what it says, I can't say it out loud. I'm hoping this actually works. His name's O'Malley, and I helped him get that ring. Because Griff's now, not that you guys would know, but he's super nervous about saying things. So he's trying to find some other way to communicate maybe sensitive things. So it won't come back on on his head.
Okay.
It looks for the group as though she's trying to decide who's really trying to decide who to show the note to. I'm thinking, right? So for a moment she'll just walk with the others thinking, but she gives Griffin just a first nod.
He nods back.
Okay. So,
what's the plan? Are we making a mad dash for Temple Inn?
Woodrow Talon.
I am 4'5" and have spent the morning running. I am.
I mean, we haven't rested. Oh no, well we got the hit points back, so it's not an issue.
Yep, you guys essentially have rest. Rest. Yep. You all also have hit level 2. So.
Yay!
Nice.
Yay!
Bedroom will turn
Now,
to... Oh, sorry.
No, I just had a corner, but go ahead.
Oh, Bedroom was just going to turn to Talon, say, you know this town better than anyone else here. Perhaps you should make the plan for us.
I feel better.
Silence. Is he gone for his bio break? Is it?
Are you there,
Coffee
Talon?
got too much. I think he dined and dashed. Okay.
Is he already at the temple and we missed it?
Bedroom will
Did he
turn
run
to
away?
Tom. What did you have in mind?
Rescue the people and hang out with them until this all blows over.
Hey, that sounds fine to me.
I got some traps I can set up
Nice.
when we think that's a good idea.
Okay then, formation. Who will be where?
So
Pardon me?
this leads to a couple questions.
Oh, go ahead with the questions then, I guess.
Questions for the GM. Did I understand you to say in one of the emails we exchanged that most people thus far in this world have not gotten really above level 1 for their weird abilities?
Yes.
Okay.
Most people.
Does Leandra know that she can shapeshift now?
Leandra will have a feeling that something is different.
Okay.
And as she's ready, we'll play that through.
That's fine then. That's what I wanted to know. So I didn't want to on it if she didn't know she could
Yeah.
do it.
Yep.
But she's still reasonably decent as a combatant. She says, I can be one of the people up front, I guess.
And Onyx will volunteer to be up.
Okay. So...
Talon, are you back?
Jesse's back.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm here. What did I miss?
okay.
Okay.
So, Boodram turns to you and said, you know this town better than anyone else. Maybe you should make a plan to get to the temple.
Everybody can just follow me.
Works for me.
Yeah.
Okay, Talon takes the lead, or I take the lead.
Boodram turns
then
and winks
Onyx
to Onyx
and
and
Leandra.
Leandra.
Okay.
Alright. So we have Talon, Onyx, Leandra. Tom, I believe you said you would be in the back?
I don't really care where I am. I guess I was talking
Okay.
to Bog, so I guess I was in the front.
Okay.
Griff will bring up the rear.
Okay.
Actually, really quick, as they're making the plan, he's just gonna be like, give me 1 second. And he runs back inside to that mother,
Uh-huh.
and of his 8 remaining gold, he's just gonna give her half. And
Okay.
go back out.
She just
Now
stares
that
at it.
everybody's out of there.
Okay. She stares at it in her hand as you walk away.
Yep, no words. And then I'll get in the back of the group.
Okay. Where's Rowan?
I'll be stick me in like the middle somewhere. That works.
Okay. Okay. And Cavram is bringing up the rear as well. So, Talon, make a survival check for me to see if you can remember the best way to get to the temple.
Dear.
What's that based off of?
That's a wisdom.
Oh,
You might also be
We're gonna-
proficient in survival.
12.
Okay. You have a pretty good idea as to how you want to get there. But there's something lingering in your mind. There was recently a wall constructed in the middle of one alleyway you wanted to take, and you can't remember if it was the third alley or the fourth alley. Alright.
So I guess I have to pick between the two?
Pretty much.
Well, my lucky number is 3, so we'll take alley 3.
Okay.
I'm sorry if I get us all killed.
Is Talon saying that?
No, it was...
Okay. As you guys...
Talon points the alley. We'll take this one.
Okay. As you turn down the alleyway, you can see the path ahead is completely clear. But as you guys are walking down the alleyway from behind you, and from behind, Gavram starts pushing you guys. Go!
Go!
Yes.
Do you guys want to run?
Yeah,
we should
can
run up?
Budrum sort of fall to the back of the group as they run? To
Sure.
cover the room.
And I'm in group 2.
All right. As you guys are running and trying to keep up with Jesse, from left and right, you keep hearing these creatures as you pass through the streets. From all directions.
Can we see them at all?
Pick the wrong
Lovely.
alley.
As you guys run through the streets and you kind of glance off to the side, you can see these creatures. You know, some of them are feasting on the bodies that are left over, and others are just kind of charging in your direction. And roll a d20.
It's 18.
Okay. You guys keep going. And now from above, you also hear.
Aw. I'm gonna die.
You guys keep going through the alleyways.
As
Roll
we're
a
running,
d20.
Talon turns back to everybody and mouths, I'm sorry.
All right.
Like now!
As Talon, as you pop out of an alleyway, here, and something latches onto you from the side. One of these creatures, the lizard creatures, has grabbed onto your shirt and is kind of holding onto it as you keep running, and it's reaching up to slash at you.
Can I attack it?
You can.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
I can now. Yes.
Oh, okay.
What did you say?
Oh, can I attack it?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'll swing one of my sickles at it,
Okay.
and
It is attached to you, so you're gonna have to think about how you're gonna hit it.
I'll try to hit it where it is latched onto my shirt.
Okay. Are you gonna try to cut the shirt, or are you gonna try to hit the
Yeah, I'll
creature
try to
itself?
cut the shirt.
Okay. What did you roll?
24.
Okay, yeah, you cut the shirt. It falls. The creature kind of tumbles, and the people who are directly behind you, Leandra and Onyx, you guys need to make a dexterity save to kind of dodge out of the way.
That's 1d20.
For the rest of you in the back, you still hear these creatures approaching from behind. You hear just dozens of clicks, just
Dozens.
dozens.
So I got a 22.
All right, Onyx, you kind of jump over this thing.
Emily Andrew got a
What did you get?
15.
Okay, you're good. Too. Rowan, as the next in line, this creature looks at you and sticks out as it's gonna try to grab you.
Can I see it yet from like kind of the back of
Yeah.
the group?
You can.
Is this getting ready to do something? Can I cast a spell at it?
You can.
Okay. I'm gonna use command, and as I put my palm out, my eyes kind of flash like a white, like a bright blue, and it just says flee, and it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
DC 13.
Roll D20.
You've got 16.
16.
16.
Oh, yep.
Dang it.
You,
Worth a shot.
it looks at you and it leaps up, and it's jumping directly toward your face.
Bring it.
All right. Roll a D20.
You've got one.
I got that one. You all together.
Sweet.
As it jumps too high, it kind of flies over the head of everybody else behind you as well. And you guys continue running forward.
Yikes.
Alright.
Hooray!
Roll 3d20.
So it still kind of worked, even though the spell didn't work. The effect is the same.
It made it mad.
Alright. As you guys approach another alleyway, there are two of these creatures standing ready for you. And they're kind of blocking your way. Talon, you're in the lead.
Okay, I will target... Are they like side by side, like one on the left, one on the
They
right?
are. They are. You
I'll
cannot
target
pass...
the one... Okay, I'll target the one on the right.
Okay. What are you going to try to hit it with?
How far are they?
They're about 20 feet ahead of you.
But just remind
shoot an arrow
everyone, you get an extra 1d4 to your modifier if you choose.
I will try to shoot an arrow at it.
Okay. Roll a d20.
24.
The 24 is going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Just for flavor, could I be shooting Eldritch Blasts over my...
You can.
Sweet.
You can. And you guys can be attacking as you wish right now. There's no
Yeah, I was
initiative
gonna
right now.
Like, not even really looking, just sort of blasting while
Yep.
back down the road.
9. I got
9. Okay. The arrow kind of passes directly through that creature's head and it falls forward.
Leander will left.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
She misses spectacularly.
Yep. You miss.
She clubs it. She's.
And it kind of, it looks at you and it reaches this claw out to get you. Let's see.
Yeah.
Roll a d20.
You rolled 6.
Okay, it's not gonna hit. It's a 9.
Okay. We're great.
Tom, from the back, there's a bit of webbing that kind of flies directly past your ear.
Did I see where it
Kind
come
of
from?
a string of webbing, and it is coming from directly behind you. And you still hear directly behind you guys.
Oh,
As go ahead.
I glance over my shoulder. Is it on the ground behind us?
It is. It is running in your direction. And Griffin is currently launching these globs of green-black energy at it.
Okay, I have a bag of caltrops.
Okay.
And I'm going to scatter.
Okay.
Just want to see what it, if it's an action or what. Yeah, it's an action to scatter it. And over a 5-foot square.
All right. As you scatter it behind you, this creature is still running toward you, like it doesn't understand this tactic. And as you guys continue running forward, from behind you, just hear. As you look back behind you again, Tom, it is further behind. Kind of stuck in that spot where you dropped all the caltrops.
Okay.
and I shoot it again.
All right. Now, here we go.
And that's got a range of 120 feet, and I can shoot 12 thing.
You rolled 14.
Bodrum, what's your armor class?
I think I'm at 14. I'll just check. 16.
Okay. Bodrum, next to you, there is a string of web that attaches, shoots directly down next to you and attaches to the ground, and above you here.
Can I point up and use Toll the Dead?
You can.
Okay, so that's a Wisdom saving throw 10 for you.
Okay. Roll a d20.
You rolled 17.
Yeah.
Shit. So Budrum points
Damn
up.
spider!
You hear it, dong, and nothing happens. It just keeps running.
Okay. As you guys continue running, you can now see the temple in front of you. From behind, you still hear these creatures, and more of them showing up. You not only hear the spiders clicking, but you hear the lizard creatures also chattering behind you as well. As you guys continue running forward, we are going to have Rowan make a dex save.
I'm just kind of pushing Bertrand as we're going. Like, come on, do it.
That would be, oops. Here, see. That would be, let's see, I'm gonna use, oh wait, no, crap. Can't use the D4 that would be a
Not
10.
here. Okay. Rowan falls. As Rowan, your leg has been pulled into a hole on the ground.
Ah, crap.
Make a, let's see. Let's be nice. Make another dex save.
Can I try to pull her up? Am I close enough to do
You
that?
can.
I'm gonna do
You
that.
you are behind her, so you can try to grab her as you continue running.
Yeah.
So
Do I still need to save?
make your dex save with advantage.
Yes. Yeah, I think I'll take the 16 for 21.
Okay. You cut down and grab Rowan's hand and push her back up. Attached to her leg, there's one of these lizard creatures, and it's starting to climb up its body.
Yeah.
Can I just like stomp on it then, like just to get it to let
can.
go?
You can kind of
I
kick it in a
like
bits.
just like working as fast as possible. I'm just trying to get it to let go. I don't really care about hurting it.
Okay.
I'm just doing what it's doing.
As you kind of kick at it, it sticks one of its barbed claws directly into your shoe, and it's gonna hit you for 1 point of damage.
Okay. And then, in response, I'm going to use Hellish Rebuke, taken as a reaction here.
Okay.
And so this, Rowan would feel like this kind of wave of heat come off of him as, let's see, the creature is momentarily surrounded by hellish flame, so this, like, I guess just rises out of the hole where it came from. Oof, just engulfs this thing. It doesn't get us, it just him. He's got to make a dexterity saving throw.
It is attached to your foot, it's not going anywhere, so it's gonna automatically fail.
Sweet. And so that'll be 2d10 fire damage.
No shit.
Roll a d10. A whopping 3. Roll a d10. Alright. I'll take it. 8 points of fire damage.
It is charred and it just falls to the ground.
Yes.
Sweet.
Talon, as you reach the door of the temple, the door is not opening.
Can I kick it?
You can.
Or is it locked?
It is. It feels like it might be locked.
Can I use Mage Hand to pick it?
I don't think you can use Mage Hand to pick locks yet. But you have Thieves' Tools.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I can pick the lock. Or we should. I guess. Yeah. Okay. I'll try and pick it.
All right. As Onyx bends down to start picking the lock, the rest of you all hear this massive creatures behind you approaching. As you turn around, there are 10 of these spider creatures all crawling your way, and there are just dozens of these little lizard creatures charging. in
Did
your
anybody
direction.
try to knock? Did anyone knock?
Sure, I'll knock.
I don't know if it'll work.
Onyx, you are tied up. You are picking a lock here. Go ahead and make let's see. I think it is a dexterity check with proficiency because you're using your thieves' tools.
So that's a 1d20 and then...
Add your dex and proficiency.
Okay. Alexa, roll 1d.
Do any of the rest of you want to be attacking these creatures as they're approaching in case he fails?
I will.
Okay.
Yeah, I will.
I got 11.
Yes, please.
Okay. Onyx, as you are picking this lock, your lockpick breaks. You have another one in your set, but you've lost some time.
Okay.
These creatures are 20 feet away from you all.
Good.
Budrum
They are
will
quickly approaching.
turn and scream to Talon, "Find us another way in!" and then turn back to help the others fight.
I look around. Are there any windows?
The windows are all up, and they look like they are all shuttered. Onyx, go ahead and roll another thieves' tool check.
Alexa, roll 1d20.
Tom, as he's doing this, one of the lizard creatures reaches you, and it is launching itself directly in your face. Not your face direction. Not your facial direction.
I
I'm
rolled a
gonna
10.
shoot back at it. With my
Alright.
longbow.
Go ahead and first make a dex save. I'm gonna roll one for this. We're gonna see who hits first. Roll a
I rolled a
D20.
1. So probably
Oh.
you.
All right.
I get
So-
a +2 in dex, so it's 3.
Okay. As this thing launches itself at you, it digs its directly into your cheek, and it's got its mouth right in front of your face, and you can just smell the rotting flesh on its teeth as it. And you will take. Let's see. Okay. You are going to take just he hit you with bolt claws, so 2 points of damage.
2 points.
And let's see. Also, Woodrum, there's another of these creatures coming your way, and it is coming right up on you in the same way. So, are you going to try to attack it, or are you going to wait for it to try to hit you?
I'm not that dexterous, so I'll smack it with my big warhammer.
Okay.
Okay. So, Siri, roll a
You have it.
d20.
This one hasn't yet jumped at you. You saw what happened to Tom, so you're trying to react a little bit quicker.
Oh god. I rolled a 5. I'm not even going to use my d4 on that.
As you swing and you miss, this creature kind of launches up at your face as well, and it gets you right in your collarbone. Well, maybe. Let me roll for attack first. Roll a d20.
It's 19.
Yeah, probably gonna hit.
Yeah, it does.
These rolls, spiders.
Budrum just screams out, "Ah, you fucking gumshoe!"
Alright, you take 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Onyx, did you roll your thieves' tools check?
Yeah, I got a 10.
A 10?
Budrum will turn and scream at Onyx, "Will you open that fucking door?"
So I only had 2 lockpicks?
Nope, you can still open it. You can still try again. Leandra,
Am I still close to the door?
you are.
I sheepishly try to knock.
Okay. As you knock, you hear whimpers from inside.
That's not gonna work.
Leandra, there is a spider that is going to try to shoot a web at you. So, make a dex save.
15.
Yes.
15. All right. The web goes right by your face and attaches to the door. And as it pulls on the door, it jostles around the lock a little bit. Onyx, you now have advantage with your use.
And try and cast a...
Okay.
She's gonna run towards... She needs to give a 15-foot cube so she doesn't...
Okay.
Alright, she's gonna move toward the throng of monsters.
Uh-huh.
Thunder Wave.
All right.
Nice.
Hit him.
Alright. They make a Constitution saving...
Okay.
That...
I'm gonna roll one check for all of them. What were you gonna say?
Take 10 points if they were... If...
Okay. Roll 1d20. What was your?
13. 13.
Okay, they failed it.
Yes, they take 10 points. Anything that was in her...
How many points?
10 points.
Okay, you char a whole group of these monsters, these
Nice.
lizard creatures, and they go flying back into the spiders.
Yes!
And these spider creatures are taking a moment to step over these bodies, so you've slowed them down effectively.
And I'm going back to the...
Is there any way that Griff could get eyes on anybody inside that temple, or is it completely locked up?
Right now, you don't see anybody inside.
Okay.
What did you get on your roll, Onyx?
22.
Okay, door
Yes.
Yes!
opens, door unlocks, and I'm imagining everybody charges inside.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yes.
I lead the
There's
way
still
and we all
a
charge in.
my neck.
Was it... Find us thing, please.
There is one creature still attached to Tom right now,
Oh.
I'm gonna try to...
and there's also
Rip
one
it
attached
off.
to Buttram.
Oh, wait outside. Is there a way I can grapple it?
Yeah, go ahead and make a strength check.
Okay. Siri, roll a d20.
And what were you gonna do, Tom?
Just try and rip it off. So I'm
Okay.
grappling as well.
It has some barbs on its claws, so if you try to just pull it off, just super fast, it might not
I
let
got
go.
a 7.
Oh, nice. Okay. Budrum learns a lesson the hard way. Budrum, as you pull the creature off of you, trying to grapple it,
Mm-hmm.
you take an extra point of damage.
Okay.
How close am I to Tom and Bertram?
You are everybody's still in the same area, so you are very close.
Easy bow range.
You're gonna what?
Oh, I'm just kidding.
Not really. Only Tom can do that.
Yeah. So
How
I'm
many
gonna...
feet away would you say?
How many feet away from everybody? You're probably within 10 feet of everybody here.
I'm gonna try to hit the one that's on Bertram.
Okay. Your sickles?
Yep.
He has now pulled it off of him, so it is just kind of on the floor right now. So go ahead. You have advantage.
Are we
because it's
inside or are we
prone.
still...
You're inside,
Okay.
and
So
As-
I'm assuming someone
as
shut the
this-
door at the door, yeah.
yeah, did somebody shut the door?
If it's not, I'll shut it. Make sure it's
Okay.
barricaded.
Griffin shuts the door. As
16.
all right, go and roll damage. As you are swinging your sickle down to hit this thing, there are people in the corner of this temple, and they scream, "Help!"
7.
Ah! You let them in! How many?
7.
Alright, the sickle goes directly in, comes out, the creature stops moving.
And
There's one more. Yep.
I would like to try and rip the one off of me.
Okay. So go ahead and make a strength check.
Okay, I have athletics. Does that help at all?
Not for this.
Okay. So that's an 8 plus 1. 9.
Okay. That's not very high.
I have a 7.
Yeah. I'll say you get one of the claws out. It still has one kind of stuck in your face.
Can I use my action surge?
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try shooting it with my... That doesn't make sense. I'm gonna try ripping it off again.
Okay, go for it. And you don't have to use your action surge. You're not in combat right now, technically. I mean, you're not in
get it before it
initiative.
tried to attack me again.
Right.
So that's even lower. That's a 6 plus 1, the 7.
Okay. As you pull this one out, it's gonna be... You've now taken 2 points of extra damage, but it's out of your face.
Yeah, I'm a tough guy.
Poor Tom.
So now there's another creature on the floor, and it's still alive.
Warhammer!
Alright, go for it, but drunk. Go ahead and overkill it.
Siri, roll a d20.
Get higher than a 10.
Oh shit.
But you have advantage because it's prone.
Oh. It's gonna be a 3.
Wow.
Siri, roll a d20.
17.
Oh yeah. That's
There we
20.
go. You hit it. Demolish it. Hit me with that damage.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it's d10 for that.
The rest of you are hearing,
D10.
and the doors are shaking as these other creatures are trying to get in.
Siri, roll a d10.
Does it look like they're maybe making headway?
Not quite.
Okay.
What did you get?
A 1 plus 1.
Wow.
Siri hates me, man.
I have a question for those of you who have read through your rules very thoroughly. I'm trying to remember, I may have done that roll wrong. It might not be advantage, I think it might be an auto crit if it's a prone enemy.
I don't think it gets me.
I think it's an auto crit if they're paralyzed, but I think prone is just advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. Shoot. Alright. Rudrum, as you smash your warhammer down, you crush one of its claws. And it looks like it's in pain, but it's still moving.
Budrum will turn to the others and just say, "Oh, I am done with this. Someone else finish this fucking thing."
I'll roll to attack.
And I'll walk toward the people in here and kind of put my hands up and be like, it's alright, we're professionals. Don't worry at all.
As everyone's screaming and the lizard isn't dead, Budrum will turn to Onyx and say, "Show me your hands."
What?
Put your hands up. Let me see those hands.
What's that mean?
I think it means show them your hands.
Yeah!
As,
So I guess I show him my hands.
as Onyx holds his hands up, Budrum calmly says, "Oh, so you do have thumbs. Congratulations, because I don't know how the fuck we were out there for that long."
The creature starts to chitter.
Will someone
Leandra.
please kill it?
Yeah!
Leandra, with your passive perception, you notice that the stone at the door starts to crack as if something is tunneling beneath the door.
Shit! It's coming in from underneath! And she'll point.
Somebody really needs to kill that.
Okay, can I roll to kill the...
Yes, go ahead and roll an attack on the creature on the floor. What are you going to use?
I'll use dagger.
Go for it.
Yep.
Or no,
It's still prone, so you have advantage.
I'll let some
Leandra, there's a second forming. A second crack forming underneath the door. What's that?
Yeah, I was just wondering if you could hear me. She will try to club the second one.
To club the what?
Second, I think.
There's a second one coming.
Okay.
It hasn't come onto the floor yet, I don't
It
think.
hasn't.
Okay.
It is still just. You see there's a crack forming where you can tell it's tunneling underneath.
Alright, she's gonna stand there with her club in hand.
Okay.
I would like to put the or the hunting trap on one of the tunnel spots.
You can't tell where it's going to come up yet, though.
Oh, okay. And then
Yeah.
just in general in front of the door.
Okay. What did you roll, Onyx?
So I rolled a 23
Oh,
Okay.
for
Hit it.
Okay.
What is your damage?
I think it's 1-8 plus, and then plus the 1-4, right? You said we get that too, right?
You have. Oh, and you'll get sneak attack on this thing too, because everybody's right around it. So it is 1d4 for a dagger, plus your dex modifier, plus your proficiency. No, sorry, it's just the dex.
I changed my mind about rolling with the dagger. I had said right after I was going to roll with the
Oh, sorry, with what?
The rapier?
Oh, yeah, got it. Go for it. So 1d8, and then add your dex.
I rolled a 1.
Okay. What is your dexterity modifier?
So I get plus 3.
Okay, so it's 4. Now roll 1d6.
Alexa, roll 1d6. 5.
Okay. You go to... you pretty much poke this thing directly through the head. And it, it sprays this green ichor just kind of all over the place. And just as the spray hits, and you guys can all kind of feel it on you, a nose kind of pops out of the ground for a minute. A little lizard nose pops out of the ground and retreats immediately. No more creatures coming from under the door.
Okay.
Okay.
That's not good.
I have 10 feet of chain and a lock. I'd like to kind of reinforce the main door.
Go for it.
As he's reinforcing the door, Budger will say, "Oh, you keep chains in your bag, do you?"
Tom has no idea.
Alright.
Neither does Boondrin.
So you guys are now in this temple. As you take a look around, there are all these alcoves which are supposed to house these altars to different gods. And as you look around, they are all in various states of disarray, and some of them have been completely demolished. Bidrum, you look to where you see you typically would find the altar to Strake, and it still stands, but it is damaged.
Alexa, call Valerie.
So, at this point, we are at a place where I need to ask, do we need to stop for the night?
I'm good. I don't know about Jim.
Alexa, hang up.
I'm okay for now. I can go for another 15 minutes, half hour.
I could probably do a half hour.
I'm
Okay.
good for at least another hour. But however, it's good with me.
I'd say 15 to half an hour for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good for however long the working folks are good for.
Yeah, we started a bit late, so I don't mind going a bit later.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. All right. Jim, would you mind switching the music back to the first one?
Yeah.
And you guys aren't in a chase anymore.
Alexa.
So, as you guys are in this room, you can see there are a few people kind of scattered around the room, and they are kind of hiding behind these stone altars. And there's one door in the back of the building that is just shut.
Is that where all the screams are coming from? Like
The screams were coming from this room that you guys are in.
Okay.
And there are people that you can see kind of peeking their head out.
Bedroom will turn to Griff.
Alexa, hang up.
Hey, McDreamy, maybe you should
Alexa, hang
go
up.
and ask these people what's going on.
He kind of glances around the room.
Away to look less threatening.
And then nods. He's just gonna walk kind of out in the middle, be like, so we see you, and they're not coming in. Everything's fine. Who's maybe in charge here? Is there anyone else? We, would like to help maybe everyone get out of here, if that's a possibility.
A human man kind of steps out from behind one of the altars. They're all out there? There's no way to go?
Not that door.
Well, you don't want to go that way. He points toward the other door. As you look at it, you can see that they've put a bar from one of the altars. They kind of wedged it between the handles of this door to keep it barred.
Is there no other way out of here?
No. There's that door, and then there's the door you came in. And eventually they're going to break through that door. He points towards the door that they have barred.
Maybe they'll have to sleep first. I don't know what these things are. I don't know how they work. But,
It's not the same things. It's
what's
worse.
that door?
I don't know. It's... They look like people, but they're not. They're burned, and they still have fire on them. I don't know.
I would like to put my ear against the door and listen.
Okay. As you do, you hear.
Well... I'm out of ideas, but, what's your name? Since we're just meeting.
Hey.
My name's Trav.
Only right now doing
Trav, it's nice to meet you.
Game campaign that I'm
I
part of.
wish the circumstances were a little better than that.
What did you say?
We'll figure this out. We've got, I think, some smart people here in this group.
Okay.
Well, I don't really
And
know
save
what
this
your
number,
plan
This is
is.
my Alexa number.
You know, me neither, but we'll figure it out. So, I'm just gonna, I guess everybody's kind of like scattered around, right? They've probably heard most of the conversation?
Yes, everybody else has heard this too. And there's some quiet weeping from one of the altars as a woman stands there.
Alexa, hang up.
Bedroom's gonna go and pray to Strike.
Alright. Cavram's gonna join you. As he stands next to you, he says, "You too, huh?"
Hey. Bedroom
He
pulls
persevere.
a small gold coin from around his neck and holds it as he prays.
Alright.
Grit him up there really quick and be like, hey, can you ask for a way out, maybe? I don't know how this works.
I'll try.
Okay.
Griff in your head. What a waste of time.
If you have any ideas, he's thinking this, by the way. If you have any ideas, I'd love to hear them. I didn't see a lot of, help from you out there.
Well, why don't you go through that door? The one that they have barred. Why not?
With the fire people.
What about them? They sound lovely. I'm joking.
Can you do something?
I can help you open that door.
I mean, I can get the door open fine. It's what's on the other side that's the issue.
Well, I work with you. We work together. We get through it. Just like we always have.
Alright. We'll make a plan. I'm gonna turn back to the guy, Trav. And be like, do you have any idea how many are over on the other side of that door? Because outside the front door, there's like a bunch.
I don't know. The man came in, he did some stuff, and the other man waved a ring around, and there were just dozens of them.
Dozens.
Well, there were dozens. There's a few clerics here who pick up a weapon and cut some down, but... Well, there were clerics. I don't think they're moving over there anymore.
Griff's gonna turn to the group. Just gonna say, to be honest, I don't really know what I'm doing. So, what do you guys think?
I say we go through the barred door because we know exactly what's on the door we came in through, but we don't know exactly what's on the other one.
I like your chances with the spiders better. I think if we kill a few of them, the others might get the message.
Boudreaux will get up from the altar and turn to the rest of the group. Where the fuck are we actually going though? We were coming here and now we don't know where we're going again.
Kevram speaks up. I thought it would be safe. I'm sorry.
The woman warned us it wasn't.
It was the furthest thing from safe.
Boudreaux will turn to Talon. What's the quickest way out of Rose Lake?
Talon, you have an idea of a way that you can kind of take some back roads to get out of Rose Lake, but you are still pretty deep into Rose Lake. Like, you've got to go all the way back the way you came.
We can go back the way we came and hit some back roads, but it's gonna be quite a journey. Because we're pretty deep into the city.
Where does this door lead?
Which door? The one that's in the temple?
The bad one, yeah.
So Talon, you've never been down that way, but you know that there are rumors that there's a hidden library in this temple.
The rumor is there's a hidden library behind that door, but I've never been there.
Oh, I was just thinking to myself, now that we're about to be killed, we should all sit down and read a nice book together.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
I agree. I get dibs on the romance.
I'd like to...
He says, I'm not supposed to tell anybody, but there is a way out of town down there. There's
down the library way?
Yes.
Sorry, who was saying that, Eric?
That was Kavram.
Is there any other information that you're withholding?
No.
I kind of look at the group. I think our best option is the door.
Alright then. Let's get these men, women and children, strap them to our chests and use them as human meat shields as we cleave our way through. I'm just fucking with you.
I
Let's
scowl.
go.
Oh, never mind. I won't scowl.
Trav backs up and he says, you guys go, but we're locking that door behind you.
Fair enough.
What is your plan then? Stay here till your food runs out?
Stay here until those monsters outside are gone. Then,
What makes you think the monsters are gonna leave?
well, either they leave or we stop hearing noises on that side of the door and we can follow you guys that way.
That seems reasonable. Yeah, I like it. I wouldn't bet
Either
on
way, we have to take our lives into our hands. Right now, the best option for us is to wait. We don't have those fancy weapons.
We'll come back
Trev,
to
did
the
you s-
door and we'll knock.
He kind of looks at you, Budrum, and he kind of starts to tear up. Thank you.
So who wants to lead us through the door?
Alright,
Probably not me, I'm squishy, as they say.
I'll go with Bodrum.
I'll volunteer to scout ahead.
Alright.
perhaps, oh, sorry, I should do this in character. Perhaps one of you should put your ear to the door and try to see if you can figure out how close they are.
If you want, I can do that.
Great.
Alright. Go ahead and make a perception check, Leandra.
Okay.
Let's see. That's 15.
Okay. You can hear some shuffling on the other side of the door, but it sounds like it's pretty far away from the door. It doesn't sound like it's immediately on the other side.
What should we do then? Should we sneak through or should we charge in?
I vote for sneaking.
You know, maybe once we get somewhat close, everyone bow throw do that first before we physically meet them face to face.
I vote for sneaking so that we have a chance to get a good...
I don't think anybody wants to charge in and get one of those things on their faces again, and I look towards Bertram.
Especially if these ones are on fire. I don't much like the idea of that.
And I'm pretty sneaky, so I think sneaking maybe gives me the element of surprise on them might be a good thing.
I'll get the door. Walk
I'll
over there.
with you to help you with the door.
Before we leave, I'd like to talk to one of the leader guy that, what's his name, Trav?
Trav. Yep.
If you guys follow us, could you grab that stuff I used to secure the door? I want to have it handy later.
Do you have a key for the lock?
Yes, I do. I give that to him.
Okay. He takes it. You got it.
Thanks.
You survive, you get your lock back. Sounds like a pretty fair deal, right?
And the chain and the hunting trap too, maybe. That don't want to put you guys at risk, but just think about grabbing that.
He looks at the hunting trap. I don't know how to disarm that. Why don't
Just
you
step
take
over
that?
it carefully when you grab the chain and the lock then.
Okay. Alright. So, Griffin, as you and Cavram will pull open this door, it's a pretty heavy door, and it's double doors, so you guys take time to pull the bar out. And as you open the door, there are descending steps into darkness.
Okay. I'll gesture. And be like, alright, you sneaky ones.
Alright, so I guess I'll step through the door.
Okay. Who else is sneaking ahead with you?
Me.
I'll sneak.
Okay.
Pretty good.
So the three of you are gonna roll stealth checks. And the rest of you, are you following, or are you guys gonna wait for a while?
Griff will
Wait and see
follow,
if
but
it's set up.
he's gonna stay back though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll stay back.
So, you guys who are sneaking ahead, are you gonna sneak ahead, check it out, and come right back? Or are you gonna sneak ahead and then the others will catch up when they catch up?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, because we don't know what we might find up there, so maybe we should sneak ahead and then come back.
Right.
That's a good...
And let them know what's up there.
Yeah.
You guys would know, you sneak in, it's one thing. To sneak back out is a whole separate thing.
Yeah.
So,
I'm thinking maybe-
having to sneak back in again.
yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
maybe at least Griff was thinking to just like step through the door with everybody, but then wait there.
Okay.
Let Trav and those guys shut it again, but then just hang out at the top of the steps while the other guys go ahead.
Okay.
Or can we make a plan to say like we're gonna go sneak and see what's going on, and then you guys follow behind us like in like 2 minutes or something?
Or maybe like 30 feet behind.
Budrum looks down at his heavy armor and says, I think I should stay behind. I can stay here with this lot, lock the door, and then when you boys are done, come back and knock, and I'll come and reap the rewards of your hard work.
So I guess we'll
Lazy
sneak
dwarf.
over there, and then hopefully we'll be able to sneak back out, and then we'll come back, I guess. Okay, I guess that's...
I think our better option might be just to do the one sneak and then let them try and catch up to us, because I'd rather not be sneaking back and forth.
I agree.
In, like,
And
The other
unknown
thing sounds a little
places.
complicated.
That's what I was saying just a little bit ago. I was saying, well, why can't we sneak and then maybe like have them do a count of like 2 minutes and then just follow us? So that way we could get the sneak attack in and be, you know, if there are enemies, we could, you know, kind of have an advantage when they do catch up. Or like, you know, like you got the thing before, just come back.
As you
Either
guys
way.
are deliberating, from down in the passageway, you hear the sound of a heavy door shutting.
I think go. I'll just try like 40 feet, 50 feet behind you, and we'll play relay gang along the hallways.
I'll be
Budrum,
30 feet behind the scouts.
Budrum shouts, fuck it! And he takes his armor off, and he clambers down the passage behind them to help
No
them
armor.
sneak. Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Great.
That's a bad idea.
So
He
the
turns-
rumors are true then.
He turns to Trav and he says, my armor better be here when I get back. So Budrum is in his long johns, so the cloth is covering his body.
All right. But you guys are all sneaking down then. Is that right?
Yep. Alright.
Some of
Everybody
us
make.
are a little bit farther behind.
Okay. So, who are in the? How many groups do we have? Do we have 2 groups then?
I think so.
I think it's
The 3 sneakiest, and then the rest of them kind of follow.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Alright.
Okay. But Drum, are you having second thoughts about your armor?
No, fuck it. I'm sneaking in behind the stealthy lot.
Okay. So,
And I rolled a 16 earlier.
okay.
Oh,
Everybody
we rolled
else.
stealth checks?
It's 1d20.
So, everybody roll stealth checks. I'm going to do two different group stealth checks.
Okay,
Oh.
12.
I got 14.
So, all right.
total.
So we
Do I
have
need to
14
roll
and
again?
6. No, we have
16
14
for
and
me.
16 for the first group so far. What does
16.
Talon have? 16 again?
Yep.
All right. And Onyx?
So I roll and then add in my stealth modifier.
Yep.
26.
Holy wow!
Shit.
You guys can't
Did
find
you get an
Onyx.
actual 20 on that?
What happened to Onyx?
Onyx is a ghost. So So you guys are all safe as far as your group check. Now the rest of you, Leandra, Tom, and Griff, what did you guys get?
Tom got a 17. Do I add +2 just my dex modifier? I don't have stealth proficiency.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So that's 19.
Okay.
Oh, was I supposed to have my dexterity too?
Yes. You're safe, I promise.
I got
You're
16.
good. Well, no.
Then it would be like 29.
Yeah, actually, yours is already included in there. Onyx. Yeah.
Griff got 13.
Oh, wait, no.
Okay. And Leandra? You might be muted. I don't hear
She's
you.
real
Well-
sneaky.
Can you hear me? 12?
Yes. Okay. You guys are also sneaky enough to get through.
I was surprised. I thought Leander was going to botch it for everybody.
How far behind are you guys from the other group?
I'd say like 30 feet, but
Okay.
Sounds about right.
Alright. So, first group, as you guys reach the bottom of the stairs, the walls down here are completely smooth, and it is a dark stone. And does everybody have night vision? Or dark
I do.
vision?
No.
no. I
I know a human that does.
candles.
No.
I can see 60
All the
feet.
half-elves do.
Yeah, that's mine too.
Okay. So everybody in the front is fine, but Leandra and Tom, you guys are really having a tough time.
So should we have rolled at disadvantage for our stealth and not to, you know?
You guys start out seeing okay. It's not until you get toward the bottom of the
Okay.
stairs you're like, uh-oh. So you guys have the option now to continue forward holding on to Griffin. Letting him guide you. Or, if he chooses to. Or, you can pull out a torch if you guys have a torch.
I have torches.
Or you could use magic.
Did you say I have torches out loud?
No. That would...
I thought.
I the whole... That's an inside...
But if
Yeah.
you pull out wouldn't that blow your stealth? Which would
Yep.
kind of defeat the purpose of him leaving his armor behind?
Yep.
Ah?
But, well,
Yeah.
Budrum's up there with you guys.
Yeah.
So, Budrum's fine. He's not...
Oh,
His
he's
stealth
up here
is still
with us.
protected.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, I thought he was in the back.
I'm a stealthy little dwarf.
Everybody is... all the sneaky ones are up there, except for Onyx, who has transcended into a new plane of sneaky.
I have a lantern. Do you think maybe we should light it and just like hang back a little bit farther, just so that when we do get into combat, I can see what I'm shooting at.
Oh, that's right. I forget you can't see in the dark.
Who said that?
Griffin in your head. Just leave the dead weight behind, darling. You don't need them.
You can get the lantern. We're fine.
Actually,
That's a good
instead
idea.
of the lantern, I'm gonna take out a candle and light that. That has like only 10 feet or 5 feet of light.
Okay.
Yeah, that works.
So you can see about 10 feet in front of you. Alright.
And I don't know if that'll be enough. It's a little concerning, so she might have to light her own candle.
Okay.
I can share one with you. I got a whole bunch.
Alright, so does she. So we're carrying candles, lit candles, because
Alright, so we have a candlelight vigil in the background.
yeah, and we're
Really
Yeah.
quick, Griff in his head is just gonna say, "Have you always been this impatient? I don't remember it being like this before. What? Is there some kind of rush?
I just...
We used to just have fun, and now it's like it's all stressful." It's different.
Well, of course it's stressful. You have a chance of dying, darling. I don't want you to die.
But I don't really want to die either.
Well, that's why I'm telling you to leave the dead weight behind so you don't die.
They've been helpful.
I suppose.
We'll figure it out outside of this fucking city. How about that?
Okay. If you say so.
Okay, great. And he starts walking.
In Tom's other hand, he does have the hooded, the bullseye lantern. That's
Okay.
Really quick.
Okay. Those of
And Leandra,
you
she
in
has
front.
a club.
Oh, go ahead.
I just said in Leandra's other hand, she has a club.
Awesome. So the rest of you in front, as you guys reach the bottom of the stairs, first you see that there is a way to go to the left and a way to go to the right. Which way do you want to go?
Can I make a perception check?
You can.
Theory, roll a d20.
It's 20.
It's 20.
Hey-o! There it is.
Whoa. Alright, you see the world as if you've never seen it before.
It's that fresh air all over your body.
Down one hallway to the left, it leads continuously down past the lengths of your dark vision, and you can only see darkness. Down the other way, you can see that the hall kind of turns off to go to the left. So if you go right, there's a turn left. If you go left, it continues past what you can see.
Budrum turns to talk to Onyx. He doesn't see him, and then Onyx slightly moves, and Budrum goes, "Oh, Jesus Christ! Where the fuck did you come from?" He turns to him. Budrum has a small heart attack, and then he says, "The way to the left there. Maybe you can sneak down and try to see something."
Okay, so yeah, I think I'll sneak down like a little bit and then see. Maybe that'll extend my dark vision and be able to see a little bit further.
Okay. So as you continue down the hallway, at the end of the hallway, all the way down to the left, you see that there are these two large double doors. And they are shut. Beneath the door, you can see a faint glow.
So, I guess I would be thinking maybe that's outside light, or is it like a glow like candlelight,
It's a little bit more orange, yellow.
like a fireplace maybe? Or-
Yeah, you could say that.
Or burning people.
or it's the heaving torch.
Alright, so I guess I would sneak back and tell my group what I seen, which is up ahead to the left there's two big double doors, and beneath them I can faintly see orange light coming from the room beyond.
It's around this time that the second of the two slow walkers and the candles appear, which is its own frightening sight. I'm gonna make a monster based on people walking up with candles.
Budrum would turn to Onyx. Would you be able to check the other way too?
Sure, why not? So I guess I'd sneak down. Sneak down to where where it turns left and kind of peek around the corner a little bit.
Okay. As you look down in this direction, there is a door here. It's not a double door, it's a small door. It's wooden, and it is cracked open, and you don't see any light inside.
Maybe I guess I'll sneak back. That'll probably be the safest bet. Instead of or could I? Yeah. I'll just go back.
It's up to you, however you want to approach it.
I'm just trying not to die. All right, why not? Okay, so I'm gonna, I guess, kind of open the door as slowly and quietly as possible and look in the room.
Okay. As you look in this room, you don't see any signs of movement initially. I'm gonna add a perception check.
Oh no.
Alright, so is that my passive perception or just roll a 20?
Roll a d20 and add your perception modifier.
Okay, Alexa, roll 1d20. So it's 10.
Okay. As you peek in, initially what you see are a collection of beds. It looks like this is where all the clerics would sleep at night. And down there are all these tables kind of between each bed, these nightstands. And there is something that's kind of shiny on one of the tables. It's kind of small, but it catches your eye.
Okay, so I will walk over kind of slowly, still looking around, and then get a closer look at it.
Okay. As you get closer, you find a key.
Okay, so I guess I would reach out and pick it up.
Mm-hmm. As you grab it, nothing happens. It's a key.
Oh, great.
As he's doing this, Griff, back with his companions, is like, okay, look, I'll tell you guys the secret. I'm a very powerful wizard. And watch this. And he just starts snuffing out their candles and then reigniting them using prestidigitation. Like, see that? That's what I'm hiding. So sorry.
Andra will she has druidcraft and candles and snuff them out. So we have this little weird one back and forth.
Battle of candles.
Yes.
It's very quiet though. I'll add that. It's
Yes.
really quiet.
Yes.
Onyx, as you look back toward the door, there's a strobe light happening.
It's like those twinkling Christmas lights.
What are you going to do, Onyx?
I'm gonna turn around and I look at the door and I see all these like lights. What in the world? I will hurry up and get back to the party, thinking
All right.
that, there's some kind of fight going on or something.
As you reach the threshold of
We
the
stop,
door...
right?
What's that?
As he gets closer, we stop as though we're like, nothing to see here. Nothing going on.
As you reach the threshold of that door that was creeping, roll 1d20.
You rolled 14.
You hear behind you a single click. What do you do?
I turn around and look and see what the click was.
Make a perception check.
Alexa, roll 1d20.
I rolled 1 about 19.
Nice.
20. I guess with the perception modifier, it's like 23.
Okay. Initially, as you turn around, in the corner, you swear you see the man standing. The man from the painting, the tall one with the fingers. And as you kind of panic for a moment, you take a second to adjust your eyes, and it's just a shadow. There's nothing there.
Oh, okay. Alright, so now at this point, I go ahead and get the hell out of the room.
Okay. And as you reach group, and there's one way to... We're gonna call the session for the night.
Great.
Alright.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That was good.
Sorry for the late start, guys.
It
I'll
happened.
try to have it figured out.
Yeah,
Oh, no worries.
yeah. There's only so much you can control about
Yeah.
the tech side of the house.
Well,
I
guys,
know
it
what we're
was,
facing next week.